Okay, once again another short video, right? So I'm here in Vitebsk city in Belarus. It's only like 500 kilometers away from Moscow. So one thing I discovered about this city is that around the inner city area, it's very difficult to get lost. It's really hard to lose your tracks, and you may lose your bearings, but you won't actually get lost. An example is was a few days ago when I was just I was being a little bit adventurous. So I walked to the middle of nowhere to a point where I thought that I would be lost, and indeed I did get lost. But I just trusted my instinct and just walk along some streets that look like main road, and I didn't panic at all, because at the end of the day I'm here for an adventure, right? So I simply just continued walking, taking photos as though nothing has ever happened, and then somehow I found my way back to the main street, because the main street, Lenin Street, it's really long, it's really conspicuous, and basically once I'm on that street I kind of know where I am, right? And so today again I decided, perhaps against my better judgment, to just go around walking, right? I didn't look at Google Maps or anything, and I ended up, somehow walking around the back alleyways in these suburban areas, right? So in suburban areas, the way it's designed is kind of like how the French people design main roads, alright? Not trying to be stereotypical. Well, actually yes, sorry, not sorry. So basically the suburban area, it's not a grid system, which I'm kind of used to. So obviously I got slightly lost, but I just continued taking photos, and then I popped them out of that area into a main road, and lo and behold, I found a market, which from the camera you could sort of see it in the distance there, behind that signboard. Okay, blocked by the truck. Okay, behind the truck, behind the signboard, those are actually the markets. And I've heard about those markets, but I haven't actually been there until I stumbled upon them by accident. Then when I finally left the markets, I thought, oh well, I'm gonna be lost, so might as well just smile and move along and hope that something eventuates, right? So basically what I did was I just looked around me and I looked for a city type area. So somewhere where there was tall buildings that looked slightly more developed, and lo and behold, in the distance you can kind of see there, right? There it is, in all its glory, right? Not trying to put down. Okay, I better get out of the way now. Don't want to be messing with little old ladies, they're very powerful, right? Yes, so it's kind of distinct in some way. I'm not putting down the buildings here, although they are slightly run down, but it's still beautiful. It still has this like rich sense of heritage and culture. But down there on the main street, you can tell it's slightly more well maintained. And so basically down here, my policy now is whenever I'm lost somewhere, I just look around and I try to recognize tall almost commercial like buildings that look like they've got a lot of heritage value, but they're still well kept. And that should be Lenin Street, right? Obviously if I venture far off into the suburbs, then I won't have this luxury or this luck. So if you ever find yourself in this city, don't be afraid of just going out and venturing. Probably you won't get lost, in most cases anyway. Right, and I found this over the past week or so. Almost every day I take a slightly different route, so I try to explore as much as possible. Right? Hope this was entertaining.